All right. How does okay? Bolo Splice copyright claim. Let's see though. It's got like 30,000 views.
All right. So after all of these years of using Splice, I finally got a copyright infringement that actually stuck.
Wow. This is very shocking. I am absolutely appalled. You use Splice and you got a copyright claim? What? Everybody act shocked. You did what? Whoa. That's crazy.
And I don't really know how I feel about that.
Bolo!
Unshocked, unsurprised. I feel like I do on any other Wednesday.
So yeah, on March 10th, I was doing a live stream.
I want Bolo to read me a book. His voice is like BBQ sauce. I feel it. I feel it. Yeah, I can see that.
And I used a Splice sample. And pretty much once the live stream was over, like maybe like 30 or 40 minutes after the live stream was over, I got a copyright notice.
Okay, I'm sorry. Now this got super retarded. Are you serious, dude? You used a Splice sample in a live stream and you're shocked it got claimed? Well, to be fair, he didn't say he's shocked, but he made a video about it. I don't think Bolo's a sociopath. He's actually a cool dude, but this is crazy to me. This is the least shocking thing I've ever fucking heard. Doing this, I would go into this thinking this would happen. It's like sampling something and then being shocked that you got copyrighted from the sample. It's not the exact same, but you get what I'm saying? Like you're playing the thing unedited, which somebody else has probably done in their song a bunch of fucking times. And of course someone like has uploaded it to YouTube as their own song, and well, technically it is their own song. And then they, you know, set up the fucking royalty shit where it like claims everything that has the same thing. And they didn't think about how it has a Splice sample unedited. So when you play that Splice sample unedited, doesn't matter if you flip it in your song or not, it's going to pick it up.
Same.
Yeah, Bolo's not a clown. Also, he backed me up heavily in one of his recent videos. Far from a clown. Far from a clown. Bolo is dope.
And I was using copyrighted material in my stream.
Well, the thing is though, see the problem isn't whether or not he flipped the sample, because when you're using it in a live stream, at least for the very first time you play it, you have to play it unedited. You play it unedited in Splice unless you have it with Splice Bridge, but even then all it's going to do is just fucking change the key, like pitch it up or down, or like change the BPM a little bit.
And it was from an artist that is signed to a Warner Music Group. Now, it's kind of ironic because I'm signed to Warner Chappell with my publishing company, and Warner Music Group actually hit me up with the copyright infringement, which is kind of crazy. However,
so anyways, I got a copyright claim by my own label for a sample that I paid to use.
Hold up. Hey.
The world's fucked is what I'm trying to say. That's actually hilarious, bro. So I'm signed to this label and they copyright claim me. Anyways, if I decide to press back against it, they said they're going to sue me. So I decided not to. Yeah.
I've been through this situation before, and usually I just submit a dispute and it gets cleared up because I say, hey, it's a splice.com sample, and pretty much, you know,
I think you could. I'm pretty sure you could. No one's going to sue you over a Splice sample. That's stupid. Actually, I hope someone does that, because the headlines for that will be great. I could probably blow up my whole channel off of that alone. I hope somebody does that. Seriously. That's...
What the fuck? What the fuck?
Usually like in 24 hours, it gets cleared up. But in this situation, it said it's going to take about 30 days. So I was like, okay, cool. I didn't really think about it because, you know, I had got some donations and stuff through the live stream and everything was pretty cool. So I wasn't really thinking about it. So I kind of, you know, let it go. But then like a couple days after, I was just, you know, on my, you know, YouTube studio looking up some analytics or whatever, and it showed up that I still had the claim. And I was like, oh, okay. So it's still there. So what I did was I hit my people over at Splice and I was like, hey, this is what happened. And they were like, oh, everything should be cool. Just download this certificate, and this certificate will show that you have authorization to use that sample. And, you know, whoever's claiming the copyright, they don't really own the copyright of that sample because it's through Splice. You have an account with us. It's current. You should be good. So I went ahead and I downloaded the certificate, and I was trying to figure out, who do I send this certificate to? Because on
YouTube, you send it to YouTube.
YouTube, there is no place to where you can upload anything to kind of prove.
Upload it to some upload service, then paste the link in the fucking little box.
That is yours. All you can do is just submit and type in, that this is a Splice sample and, you have authorization to use it. So there was nowhere to actually send this certificate that they have to prove that you are authorized to use the sample. So I just kept it. I downloaded, it's a PDF. I downloaded and kept it, and I thought everything was all good. So yesterday, I got a notice from
Bro, we're only 3 minutes through this. How many more twists and turns can there be at this point?
YouTube saying that the original copyright holder basically said that no.
Oh, wow. I'd be like, fucking sue me. Fucking sue me then, all right? Let's see what happens. Are you gonna take me to court of this Splice sample and the fucking $10 you would have made from it? Are you gonna fucking sue me over $10? That's right. Oh, you are. Oh, fuck.
You're not able to use this sample, and we're going to take all the money from the video, which is cool. They can take the $20 that I made off the video. But the thing about it is,
bro, I kind of respect the grind here, bro. I could have made a fucking video like this off of like just getting like a copyright claim, bro. This is genius, bro. I don't know.
It's kind of crazy because I have a lot of faith in Splice and what they do. And, I've represented them on a number of videos and even videos that they...
What I would have personally done, just to like get this over with really fast, I would have cut out the part it claimed, which probably isn't the actual song. Because I'm assuming what happened is when he played it unedited in the Splice app is what he got claimed for. Although maybe it could have been claiming it like all throughout it because of like when he was like chopping it up and whatnot.
Wanted me to...
Or maybe he didn't chop it up at all. I don't know. I haven't seen it, but I'm assuming he did.
Do videos on, and even sometimes I just did videos just because I liked the company. However, I feel a little bit slighted because in this situation, it should not have happened like that. And it should be somehow, some way to where they could take care of this in a better manner. Now
I can explain why it is the way it is here. So YouTube has a thing called the safe harbor provision. Or no, sorry, the government has a thing called the safe harbor provision. And basically YouTube has to act like they don't know what is going on in order to not be liable for whatever content is on their site. So basically this is between you and the person that claimed you for the most part, unless the person didn't fill it out correctly or it's completely bullshit. Those are like the main because like the thing is they can't invite themselves into a bunch of fucking lawsuits because you have any idea how often these copyright claims are happening? Probably fucking thousands an hour, if I had to guess. Probably thousands an hour. They can't get involved in this. So that's basically why like it is the way it is. It's too big of a platform. There's too much liability.
I'm pretty sure if I could, go in and probably make a few emails and really make a big issue about it, they probably can get to the bottom of it. But this is the thing I'm kind of concerned about. Even though Splice represents a lot of artists, there's a lot of samples on there. And usually in these situations, they get resolved. I'm not going to say that, I'm immune from this type of situation. I knew there was a possibility. But my way of thinking is, what about the people who don't have the type of contacts that I have to try to get this resolved? What about the average person who just wants to create music, put it out, or
flip it? Flip the sample. All right, problem solved.
Just make beats on YouTube to make an honest living. What about them? What about the common folk? Somebody who is...
But you just got to make it from scratch then. I don't know. You shouldn't... I mean, bro, if you're... Okay, hold on a second. Who the fuck is watching people make beats with Splice samples on YouTube over and over again? I feel like that's like a thing you do once in a while. You're not doing that constantly. I don't know. That seems insane to me. Like, this is... Come on, no one's watching that all the time, bro. That would get so old so fast. That's going to be like a one-off thing.
Just trying to just make music to make ends meet. And then now you have this huge...
To be fair, when Bishu does it, it's like a combination of things. It's not just like a Splice sample, hip-hop beat. That's different. He's like layering a bunch of shit. He's like flipping like creative samples that aren't even like musically related.
Company saying...
No, he probably did flip it. What I'm saying is so it was a live stream. It was a live stream where this happened. And the thing is, like, when you're like making the beat, you have to play it unedited at some point, or when you are editing it, it has to be played unedited at least several times, you know, throughout the process. So that's where I'm assuming that's where it got claimed, unless like the whole fucking song was just getting claimed. But also the algorithm on YouTube is getting more sophisticated for this sort of thing.
We're going to take your revenue because you use something that you pay for every month.
That's what I was saying, G Gross. That's what I was saying.
But however, since one of our artists have it and we have it claimed on our copyright, it's now technically ours and we want our money. And the thing is, it has me thinking, well, is Splice big enough to even battle the record companies in this situation?
Why the fuck would they do that? Bro, come on. Bolo. Why the fuck would they do that? It's not even a matter about being big. Like, why would they even do that? That's just, come on. That's just an automatic L. That's stupid.
Or if they're even going to battle the record companies in this situation, because will it be worth their while to really do that?
I think it's that. Just go with that. Don't even propose the other thing. That's crazy.
When you're collecting money from individuals every single month, you're paying the creator.
Imagine Splice battled a large label, like one of the big three, over some independent artist using a Splice sample on a live stream. That's crazy, bro. That's nuts.
Because the creators are making the material so these people can pay you every single month. And is...
Like, I think he was just proposing that just like to show how ridiculous it is, but even just saying it sounds crazy.
Few people going to affect what you are going to be doing, because I'm pretty sure it's probably a few thousand people who get affected like this probably every single month.
Okay, wait, I thought of something funny. New producer income idea. I thought of something funny here. I'm stealing an idea in chat. New producer income idea. Upload samples to Splice and send out copyright claims. Easy. I got some news for you. People are already doing that.
However,
now Bolo's content's not trash. I do think he could cut him down a bit more, but I do like the unedited aspect of it a bit in some ways, and I do think this is an interesting topic regardless.
Is the battle worth spending money and getting lawyers and everything involved? And that's the thing that kind of concerns me about the situation. It has me kind of thinking, what length will this company go to prove that that particular sample or samples are theirs? Because there's a ton of songs that are on the radio right now that use Splice samples. I hear them and I'm like, oh, they use.
Well, see, the thing is, they don't even need to do that because, well, okay, so why would a major label sue them? You know what I mean? Like, it's not, they're only fucking their own shit up. You know what I mean? It's shitting where you eat. For a major label to sue Splice, that is complete. That's taking a fucking, like, what do they call it? Hold on. What are the different types of hurricanes? Whatever. That's taking a hurricane-sized diarrhea all over the food you eat.
What did he say?
Are you nuts? Why would they do that? Like, bro, they're fucking up so much money in the future by doing that. If Splice shuts down, there's so much content that's not going to be made because of that. It's far from in their best interest. It's in their worst interest to do. So much of their stuff, so much of their music, it's made because of Splice.
such and such. I got that sample.
Category 5. That's what I was thinking of. Jesus Christ, bro. My ADHD medication wore off earlier, and it's late at night.
Oh, they use that drum loop. Oh, I got that sample. And it's like, okay, cool. So everybody's benefiting from it. But however, it seems like the people at the top are benefiting from it more than the people from the bottom. And I can't get jiggy with that, you know, to be honest, because
it's how everything is in life, though, you know.
Even though that it is basically free will if you are a member of Splice to use that sample and to use it royalty free in a sense, I still feel like
it's funny. It's funny how it's royalty free. But at the same time, it's royalty me because I get to copyright everybody else's shit if I'm the first person to claim it.
Smaller people are going to be affected more because of what these bigger companies have. They have the lawyers, they have the manpower to fight this type of stuff. And people who are just everyday musicians, they won't have the manpower to fight that. And to some people, $20 is a lot. To me, it's not that much, but at the end of the day, that's still a half a tank of gas if you really think about it. And
true.
If somebody gave me
yeah, I mean, I guess it's almost a half tank of gas here. I don't know.
$20 at the gas pump, I'm totally fine with that. Well, it's a half a tank of gas here in Georgia. In California, the other way, that's probably like 2 gallons. But, you know, here, that's still $20. $20 is still $20. And I made more off the live stream, but I guess for the, you know, copyrighted portion.
I mean, Splice is fine sometimes. You know, like there are times where I use Splice, like in that Infiltrator video. There was like one loop I used for Splice, but I did edit the shit out of it. But there is one portion of it that's not really edited. Like there's total times where it's totally fine in my opinion. I don't know. It's all about how creative you are with it. If you're not gonna be creative with it, then you're gonna end up in a situation like this. No, well, not just on like a live stream, but like, you know, with the actual song.
Portion of it, it's like $20, whatever. But at the end of the day, that's still $20. I don't care what anybody says. $10 is still $10, $20 is still $20, $50 is still $50, and $100 is still $100. I don't care how much money I've made. It's still money that's being taken away from me, and it's money that's being taken away from other creators as well. If they want to come online and play their beats, or if they may want to upload their beats, they might get copyright claims and stuff like that. And like that's really kind of concerning to me. So it's not really necessarily about me. I think it kind of sheds a little bit more light because it did happen to me, and I think that I will be focusing a little bit more on how to kind of do workarounds with this. But one thing I will say is this.
I have a really good workaround for it. Don't use Splice or samples in your live streams when you're making beats. And they all clapped. And they all clapped. And they all cheered. I mean, in a perfect world, it'd be great to do that. But, you know, you're going to get claimed. I don't know what to say, man. You're going to get claimed. If you want to do something similar, probably the best thing to do is to collab with people on stream. They send you loops or something. And then if you don't want to do that, maybe use like rare samples that are probably not claimed. Maybe even sample from like vinyl and then like pitch it or something. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm trying to think of ways around this. That's all I really got.
If you are using Splice samples, there's so many people using them right now to where there's a lot.
Do you not have a good piano VST weave? Well, the best one in my opinion is for me at least, is that soft piano from Spitfire. Another good one is from Imagiro. But the thing is when you're sampling something, it's not just because like you can't make that sound. It's because either it's faster or because it has the sound you're going for already. Sometimes when you try to do all that work to get it to sound the way you want to, you fucking lost the inspiration already. You're just like, fuck this already. That's kind of one of the good things about Splice and sampling is you can get fast results and you don't lose inspiration in that time.
Of people being lazy and they're just taking the sample for what it is. They're not pitching it. They're not cutting it up. They're not doing whatever. If you're using Splice samples, make sure that you alter the sample somehow. Chop it up, use different parts, pitch it, do whatever you need to do. Because if you use a Splice sample and just the original state is in and somebody from a major label uses it, they're going to claim it as original work, even though it is not their original work, but it is still a Splice sample, so they can use it without even having to credit the creator of it.
I do feel like at some point there may be some sort of lawsuit because of this. I don't know how long it'll take. Maybe in the next 10 days, maybe in the next fucking 30 years. I don't know. I feel like at some point there's somehow going to be a lawsuit about this, probably between two major labels, and Splice is somehow going to be involved because they're like, fuck, that's our sample. And now these people are suing each other because of it. I feel like that's something that could happen. I could see that happening. I don't know when it's going to happen. It's probably going to happen though.
But what will happen is they will come back for the smaller creator because they can do that. So it's a crazy situation. So what I'm telling you guys is make sure you guys cut up these samples.
The thing is about the smaller creators, they're not even looking at you. You're just a fucking ant on the ground getting stepped on when they're walking around. They don't even know you exist. Because like these claims happen automatically. Like for the most part, they're not manually claiming these. When I say for the most part, I mean 99.99999%.
Pitch them, do other things with them, then just leave them in their current state. And even if you do try to do that, sometimes they can even still come back for you. And just know that, just to be honest with you, I don't know if Splice is even going to put up a fight because either they might not have the manpower or they might not have the willpower to fight because they're making their money. They're fighting.
You want to know what they're going to do? They're going to hand you that fucking license agreement and then they're going to fuck off. That's what they're going to do. What do you mean? They're not going to fucking back you on this, bro. They don't give a shit. Well, it's not. They don't give a shit and they don't make enough money for it. Like it's like someone with a gun fighting fucking Captain Marvel. You know what I mean? Like the major label is Captain Marvel. Captain Marvel is gonna fucking either fly through you like while on fire and just like blow shit up, or like they're gonna shoot a beam at you and just fucking melt you. You're gonna get absolutely annihilated. It's crazy.
The record labels are making their money. They're fine. And if a few creators lose some money, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I forgot the term of it.
Okay, I'm sorry I paused so much. One pet peeve I have is I fucking hate the phrase, it is what it is. It's the most fucking nothing statement ever. It means nothing. It means absolutely nothing. You're better off just saying nothing, in my opinion. I don't know. I fucking hate when people say it is what it is. You know, it doesn't really like piss me off in this situation so much. Just like a random side note here.
It's a term that they use with like auto companies where they look at it in the standpoint of, oh, if we put these certain tires on a car and a few people die, if we just pay this money, it's actually cheaper for us just to pay the money for the people who died than us to take all the tires off the cars. I can't remember.
Yeah, people say it is what it is too much, but hey, what can I say? It is what it is, though.
What the term was. If you guys can help me out, let me know. But this basically like the same type of situation. It's like, well, if a few people get affected, oh, okay, that's whatever. You know, it's not really affecting their bottom line in a sense. So yeah, y'all let me know if my feelings are valid, and let me know if this is something that is very concerning, and if you guys want to have more conversations about this. Because
no, not really.
Yeah, man.
No, there's no more conversations to be had with this, bro. We got it all. We got it all out here.
Yeah, I got for the first time in years. So I'm just hoping.
See, the thing is too, like, how often are you doing this? You know what I mean? Like, if it happened one time, just chalk it up to the game, man. It is what it is.
That this doesn't happen to somebody who cannot get a hold of certain people. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's what happened, and I hope.
Anyways, I want my $20, Warner. Warner, you owe me $20. Anyways, that's what I'm saying.